You are now locked in to the Voice of Reason.
All right. That just bug out. Am I? Okay, I'm here. Okay, I'm here.
You good.
Cool. Welcome, guys. We have something very recent. It's gonna come ahead of all our other videos that we have scheduled to drop, because this is right now. It's a very big thing right now, and I don't know why. I'm sure, unless you've been living under a rock, there is the new game has been announced for Assassin's Creed that is based in Japan. You're looking at the banner now, and you're seeing that says controversy. The controversy is that there's going to be a black person in Japan, essentially, playing as what, the main character, the samurai, Yusuke?
Yeah, Yusuke.
Yeah. A real Japanese, a real samurai that lived in that time present, and everyone is basically mad and annoyed that that character is there instead of like a traditional male Japanese person. What do you think about this, Phils? Because I have my opinion, but I'll wait for you to say yours first.
I just don't understand why is this making so many people mad? Like, to me, it actually makes zero sense why it's making people mad. First of all, I don't understand why they're mad. I'm assuming it's set in Japan.
Yep.
And there's not a Japanese. The main character's not Japanese, but they are though, because you're playing as two protagonists. You're not playing as one character.
Mm-hmm.
Right? There's the male character who's Yasuke, right?
Yep.
First black samurai, whatever, in Japan.
Yeah.
And then you have the other. I think the other one's a female.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't she from?
She's Japan? From Japan. Yeah.
What's the issue?
She's not a man. She's not a man.
Literally, what's the issue then? I don't understand what's the issue.
She's not a man. She's not a man. I'm praying that's what it is.
There should literally be zero issue. I don't understand. If they're doing a game based on real events that occurred at one point in history, then that's what they're doing. I don't understand. That's been done in multiple games. That's been done in every game.
Exactly.
They find a point in time in history. So they find a point in time in history where something happened, and they base the game off of that point in time. Simple. Like, I don't understand what's going on.
I don't understand it either. People should be complaining, and I don't even know who's complaining on the internet. Like, is it what demographic? I don't think like the Japanese are actually pissed about this. I think it's everywhere else is taking offense to it. Then they always say, Italy had a white man, an Italian man. Vikings had a Viking man. You know what I'm saying? They're like that. But you think about it, Black Flag had a Welsh man in the Caribbean. Yeah. The Viking bunny was in Britain, which I guess kind of does make sense because they were invading Britain every so often back then. Like there's instances where there's been characters who like historically aren't from, not even historically, just aren't even from that place in time, but they're there. But people have an issue when it's the people person of color. And is it because I'm person of color that I feel this way? No, I don't even care. You didn't even have to be black. You could have been a white man. I didn't care.
It's insane because go ahead.
No, I can see it. Go on.
I was gonna say it's insane because like 90% of the people who will be playing the game are not Japanese themselves. So why are you so mad about playing a game where the character would be Japanese? You're not even Japanese. Why are you playing the game then?
Literally, because
that sounds dumb to say. Like, you don't have to be Japanese to play the game, right? The same way the character doesn't have to be Japanese for him to be in a game set in Japan. Like,
literally, it's so dumb. Like, actually, he's a retainer. He wasn't a Japanese man. He was a retainer, a samurai. He wasn't actually a samurai. But a retainer is someone that's been given the rights to be a samurai. But from what I've looked up, anyway,
that's another type of samurai. It's just another title.
Literally, another title that they've given them.
Still a samurai. It's just different title, like you're retainer.
Literally, it's just so mad. People are just going political for no reason. It's like, the thing about this is that makes it worse. They don't acknowledge that the woman is there, so that you do get to play a true Japanese thing. There's other games that have the true Japanese environment that you're so ready to do. Like Ghost of Tsushima literally is that for you. Jin Sakai, born and bred Japanese. If you're an elitist, you're like an elitist. I think it's an elite, Japanese elitist, whatever it is at this point. Yeah. The funny thing about it is I didn't realize until this discussion started happening is that Yusuke is the first historical character to actually be put into Assassin's Creed. all this time, every character that's been put in Assassin's Creed has not been historically real.
Been made up.
Yeah, which is like, wow. But like every game at this point has been fictional as well. The only thing that's been real about anything is the obviously the land that they're on, and then obviously some of the culture that belongs in there, like Valhalla or is it Osiris? You're fighting Anubis.
Was it Odyssey?
No, the Odyssey is the Greek one, I believe.
I don't know.
There's one where they're in Egypt. I think it's called Osiris. I'm not entirely sure, but I played it. Oasis.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, I think in DLC they're fighting Anubis. That's not real, but that's their culture at the time. So everything's been fictional at this point. So why are people going on the internet complaining that they're giving Yasuke a role that wasn't what he was back in the thingy? Well, yeah, it's a fictional game. They're gonna do that. The only thing you need to remember is that he is a real historical figure. And the thing is as well, I think Oda Nobunaga is in the game as well, right? Which is Oda Nobunaga. It's the person who gave Yusuke, I say his name, Yusuke his retainer title.
I don't know about obviously I only know about the people going crazy about this situation. I don't actually know who else is involved in the game.
But yeah, no, Oda is like another historical figure that is in the game. So like, if you weren't mad about you don't get to play a traditional traditional Japanese man in the game, you still have historical figures in there as well as Yusuke. So it's like, what? And that's what I don't get as well. People will complain about this, but they're happy to play Neo. And the main protagonist in Neo is a white Irish man in Japan, a samurai. So make up your mind what you actually mad at. Like, it doesn't make sense.
It's done, man. Like, there's no actual reason to why they're mad. I swear they just want to argue for any reason.
No, for real. Because Twitter, like, I've been seeing it. I've just been seeing it on my Twitter. I don't want anything to do with Assassin's Creed, but it's just so popular that it's just hitting my feed like constantly about it'd be great if they swung it this way or made it this way. Bro, it's a fictional game. At the end of the day, all they're gonna do is try to give you a story with that character in it. It doesn't mean that what their character, like, at best, they're gonna amplify some of the stuff you've done in that time period or whatever. But, you know, again, it's a fictional game, so whatever they make with the character, it doesn't really matter, because you don't play Assassin's Creed for history. You just play it to play it because you thought being assassin is cool. It's limited. And it kind of low-key distracts the fact that the prices for the game is ridiculous. Like, all of this is distracting the fact that the price for the game is actually crazy.
You know how much it is? I'm not sure. How much is it?
Yeah, you're paying £70, I believe, for the standard game, or 60. I'm not entirely sure. But for the gold edition, you're paying £95 to get the season pass and to get 3 days access, and then the pre-order bonus that you get from the first edition. And then the next edition after that is 115, which is
wild.
Right.
You know what's crazy about all of this is, like, there's so much talk about, so much like controversy about the game right now, and it's not even a V of having that controversy, but also it's like people are saying bad things about the game. They've seen zero gameplay. Gameplay. Don't know the story. You just know Yasuke is in the story and you know where it's set. You don't know what the story's about. They play the game, ain't no beta, ain't no nothing. You've just seen Yasuke and where the story is set, what time period it's set in, and you're already hating. Like, bro. And this is coming from someone who doesn't like any of the Assassin's Creed games after Ezio. After the Ezio collection, I'll tell you Assassin's Creed 1, and then all the Ezio games. So that's 2, Brotherhood, Revelation. I didn't like no Assassin's Creed after that. Damn. But even this is too much. Why are they hating on the game? No gameplay, no nothing. You just hate the fact that it's on Yasuke.
Yeah, it's a personal color. They're like, yo, they literally saw the trailer. Oh, this game looking good. And you see Yasuke, you're like, oh, why are you playing him? It's crazy. 100%, you're right.
People just fuss.
No, you're right. People like, it's actually, when you put it into consideration, it's actually crazy. There's no gameplay. You just saw the trailer and said, yeah, I'm not buying this game. Just tell me your reasons. You're trying to boycott the game. I don't get it.
No point, man.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense, because, like, even if, let's say, you don't want to do that, they gave you the female character. You can pick between being a samurai. Because I looked at the gameplay, or not the gameplay, but I looked at, like, the website for the game. Yeah. So supposedly you can decide which one you want to play. You don't have to play Yasuke. You can decide to be a samurai. You can decide to be the assassin role, which is what most people play Assassin's Creed for, the assassin bit, not being a damn samurai. So,
which is why I actually stopped playing Assassin's Creed, because they stopped being assassins.
Yeah, literally. It just started being, well, what is this? I don't even understand why it's like that.
Bro,
but no one's talking about that.
Vikings, they had pirates, they had all these different things.
It's Syndicate as well.
I just want to be an assassin. Like, I just wanted to be an assassin.
Or my hidden blade. Yeah. Don't get one now. Templars. What's that? Yeah. No, 100%. I agree. But like now they've somewhat added it back in, it seems. But people are just going crazy over the fact that my man's like not traditional Japanese. We'll call it traditional Japanese. Yeah. But one of the highest men in Japanese time period. Yeah, one of the highest authorities in that Japanese period gave man the retainer of samurai. So one of the most noble people, one of the most like influential people, I guess, in that era. Yeah. Again, I think it's Oda Nobunaga again. Yeah, gave him that title.
People are literally trying to defend traditions they're not from. It's not even Japanese people that are complaining. Like they're trying to defend traditions that are not even theirs.
You know how crazy it is? It doesn't even make sense. People started saying, "Oh, so it's okay for Yusuke to be in the game, but when I tried to do this with my hair, or a K-pop group tried to dread their hair or something, as cultural appropriation." I'm like, it's technically not cultural appropriation because Yusuke was in that period. He was in that time period.
It's a real time event. Like,
yeah,
you're not making something up. This is a real event. The game is about a real event, so that's what the game's about.
Yeah, literally. But some people just find reasons to complain on Twitter. It's like, I don't know if it's to bait like views, to just do bait views so they can get their viewers up and their likes up and shit, so that people can argue. Because I don't understand why people argue on a daily basis.
I don't think the game itself was like. I don't think they made this game knowing it was going to be controversial. They just made it because it was the idea they had. But obviously the internet's just going to take it how they take it. This has happened in so many other games where the main character, like the main cast, is like of a certain culture. Then it's like all this controversy. It's happened before. It will keep happening.
You know what? 100%. It happened in Resident Evil 5. Do you remember when people were complaining about like the fact that they were in Africa shooting up people in Africa? Because Resident Evil 5, like, Chris and I don't know if you played it, but it's basically okay, cool. Well, it's basically based in Africa and everything. Like, yeah, basically it's based in Africa, and they were like shooting up people from Africa, innit? They were just shooting up people, but it's like because they're affected, they're basically zombies. Not zombie, but like they're kind of like they're affected low key. So people somehow took them being in that country and just shooting them up as it being a racist game because they're just shooting basically black people. But it's like they've done that in every other area. They've done it in Spain, in Resident Evil 4. They've done it in other places. But the minute it became that, people started saying it was racist. This is and that. And I think it continued from there and stemmed from there. It got to the point where they had actors saying, "Yo, it's not racist. It's fine." Like the actors who were black who were appearing in that. So it's like. Just to let you know, we're not like being, what do you call it? I don't know what the word is. We're like hypocrites, where it's like justify one thing but accept another. We're not doing that. Like people were complaining about that thing was an Evil 5, didn't matter. Now people are complaining this. It's just So you were saying
people are too sensitive with like literally anything. It's like they just want any chance to just be heard for the sake of being heard. You'd say something that makes completely sense. It makes complete sense. Someone can say something that makes 100% sense. But if they can find a way to spin it to make it controversial, just to have an opinion out there, they'll do it. Like,
no, you're right. Literally, and it's just like, why go through that effort? That's what I've realized as well. After some deep, not deep digging, but looking at some of the threads from some of the stuff, the people that are usually saying the crazy shit don't have a face profile. They don't have a face profile.
Actually, be like that,
It's just like characters of a Japanese person or something, and it's like, yo, why are you defending your culture? That's not even your culture.
or sometimes it's a profile of somebody else, like a celebrity or somebody else, randomly.
Yeah, literally, yeah. like it's not you. So don't you think you can talk all this random madness on the internet just because you're hiding behind someone else's face, a placebo? What was I gonna say as well? Do you think the game would have been like? Would you have minded if the game wasn't like when you heard Sasuke was gonna be in Japan? Did you expect them to include a black character, or did you think it was gonna be? What did you think it was gonna be? Just like a normal character.
I wasn't expecting it to be a black character, but as soon as they said Yasuke, then it's like it made sense now, right? Obviously, like Yasuke, they've made a Netflix anime on Yasuke. Like,
true.
There's been multiple things, documentaries and stuff. There's been multiple things. So it made sense once they mentioned that. But if they didn't mention anything about Yasuke, I wouldn't expect it.
Yeah,
makes sense. From any other game that's been like set in that time period of like Japan, I didn't see any black people. So
Neo had it.
Neo had one?
Yeah, he was in Neo as well.
Oh well.
But I think it was the first game. But yeah, it was the first game. I was playing with Sheen. I was like, "Yo, there's a black guy." He's like, "Yeah, no, that's Yasuke." I was like, "Oh, raw." And then that's how I found out about him before the Netflix film being series. Right. But yeah, no, he was in Neo as well. Which even then, that's more controversial. They're fighting, but he wasn't doing what they were doing in history in Neo. But he's there, but it's fine. But because he hasn't got a major role in it, that's the problem. I mean, that's the
Guess what? The only difference was though when Neo 1, right? The first Neo.
Yeah.
Guess what? The only difference was from when Neo 1 was out to when Assassin's Creed Shadows is being announced.
What's the difference?
Multiple years apart. Social media was not as big. It was big, but it was not as big as what it is now. People weren't sensitive. People weren't as opinionated. So yeah, that's a big difference. Neo, if Neo does not exist and Neo was to come out right now and Yasuke is in the game, it would have the same outbreak that Assassin's Creed Shadows is having right now.
Do you think so?
It would. It just came out in 2 different time periods.
I feel like it wouldn't because like he's not the main character you're playing. You're playing, well, what do you call it? Because people were fine with, well, at least to me anyway. But
no, that's fair enough. He's not the main character. That's fair enough. He's not the main character.
He's just someone that you fight.
People will talk about the boss fight though. They'll talk about the boss fight.
Oh yeah, society.
Like, what's this?
Who's this guy? I don't even think in your head. Who's this guy?
Like literally, they'll talk about it. If it was to come out, but back then no one talked about it. No one said anything about that boss fight in Neo.
I don't think so. No, yeah.
I wasn't said anything about that.
I couldn't recall. I don't think so. I never got it when the game first came out, but maybe like a little. But I get what you mean with the growth of social media. It probably wouldn't have been spoken about like that. Maybe like small little niches, but outside of that, probably not. Yeah. If it did come out now, I think they would definitely be like, "Why is there?" I don't even feel like they'd even moan about Neo, you know, because low key, because generally, I just don't feel like they would have moaned about it. Because now I think about it, like, even though he was a white Irish, but no one would cuss it. I feel like they'd be like, it's fine. Because Assassin's Creed, no one complained about Valhalla or what was the other game I said before? The other game where no one cared about Edward Kenway, who was in the Caribbean. Like deep it, Black Ops was it not Black Ops? What the hell? Sorry, Black Flag.
Like Black Ops.
I don't know why I said that. Yeah, Edward Kenway is literally like a pirate, an Irish, I think, a Welsh pirate in the Caribbean, where the DLC, which you had to pay for, by the way, is you playing as someone from the Caribbean, like someone who was a slave, which is more historically correct than him being in the Caribbean. You know what I'm saying? But no one complained about that.
That game had DLC.
Yeah, it was standalone DLC, Freedom Cry. It was like you were like a liberated slave.
I ain't played. Last Assassin's Creed game I played was actually the last Assassin's Creed game I played was Assassin's Creed 3. Damn. That was the first Assassin's Creed I played that was bad.
Wait, 3? One with like the Native Americans.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. One on PS3.
I didn't finish it as well. I played till like halfway through and said nah.
Same. It wasn't even all that, to be fair. It wasn't the best because they make you play as a Templar at the start, and then you realize, oh, I'm a Templar, and then you go into the son of the Templar, and he becomes an actual assassin. I wasn't interested that much into the game enough to play it to continue it. But that's the state of Assassin's Creed games right now. But do you think this game will at least be good? Do you feel like?
I think gameplay wise it could be good. Story wise, it's more. I mean, story wise, they're just gonna follow a story that's already happened, probably.
Maybe. I feel like they're gonna twist it. I don't think it's gonna be like historical events of what he's done. I feel like the only thing about him is that he's a real character, but he's in our story. If that makes sense. I feel like that's what they're gonna do.
Yeah. See, this is the thing, right? In terms of story, it's hard to say because right now everyone's just talking about the
him being,
like no one's even talking about like potential of what the story could be about. So that's one's a bit of a question mark. But I think gameplay is gonna probably be very good. I mean, Assassin's Creed keeps on having pretty good gameplay.
Yeah,
like, as they upgrade. But yeah, my main thing with Assassin's Creed is like I'm not so much like, for example, all the Ezio collection, right? It had good gameplay for Assassin's Creed. Gameplay was really good. Everything. I just really enjoyed the main character a lot. And how the character develops throughout the game as well.
Oh, yeah, you see him evolve, don't you?
Like, yeah, you really do. Assassin's Creed 2, he's young. Brotherhood, he's an adult. Like, and then Revelations, he's literally like old man. He's the old man, but he's the boss though.
Yeah,
that's sick. That to me is sick.
Yeah, no, 100% the evolution. He's the only character I think to actually get more than one game.
Yeah, he's the best. He's the best. There was longevity there. That's the thing. Like, I don't think right now they can make an Assassin's Creed game have the same character for like multiple games. Yeah, I don't know if these characters hold that much weight for people to care about them for multiple games.
Yeah, no, you're right. Maybe this one could, depending because of the fact that there's two different characters. Maybe. DLC, but at the same time, it was probably like just add DLC for you to play it, and then on to the next project whenever they do it. I just hope it has multiplayer. That's my only question. I wanted to have the online multiplayer it used to have with the assassinations and stuff. That was fun. But I don't know if we'll ever get to that part of the game again. But yeah, no, like in terms of the controversy, it's a bit stupid. I'll be honest. I think it's dumb. Like if it was any other way, I wouldn't complain either way. Whether it was a black man or Japanese man, I don't care. But the fact that it's a black man and he's traditionally from there, it's okay. I'm never going to complain about it anyway. At the end of the day, it's a story made by Ubisoft. They're not trying to cater to a certain audience. They're just trying to make a game that people will like. They're not catering to a specific audience. They're not trying to say woke culture or whatever. No, it's just Japan. Have a historical figure. Have an assassin. Yes, that's the phrase. It's just a game. That should be the perfect phrase. It's just a game. Don't take it seriously. That's actually it. But yeah, nothing. That's what I really had to say about that. Anything else you want to finish off with and say?
Nah, man. Play the game. If you don't enjoy Assassin's Creed, don't play it. If you enjoy it, play the game, or you stop complaining.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and stop telling people to boycott the game from just looking at the character. It's not that deep. It's not that deep at all. Like people trying to tell people to boycott the game because it's not. And stop being sexist as well. Every type of argument I've seen, they just neglect the woman that's in the game that's fully traditionally Japanese. They neglect it entirely. I don't get why. So yeah, so stop neglecting that. It's crazy. You don't even know who else is going to be playable in the game. You just saw those two and said, yeah, no, we can't do this.
Bro, so yeah. I just want to find any reason, man. That's what it is. I just want to find any reason to not be happy.
Yeah, not for real. If you're a viewer or someone who's invested into the game, but you have friends that are telling you don't get the game because of this and that and this and that, question yourself. Question whether should you be listening to them if you actually enjoy the game. Second, if they even have a reason to be offended, like are they Japanese or whatever. And then third, fucking guy if you want it. just do what you want. Yeah.
Fourth, nobody's seen the game yet. We don't know how the game plays. No gameplay, no nothing.
Literally.
Like, you're acting like you're going to be watching a movie, bro. You're going to be playing the game with your hands. You don't know how that's going to play.
It looks super cinematic.
They're critiquing the game as if they've played it already. You ain't played the game. You haven't played the game. You ain't played it. You ain't watched it. Nothing. You've just seen a page, a page, a video, a flipping trailer.
Yeah.
You ain't played the game. So,
that's it. Yeah. That's very much it. Yeah. If you follow those 4 steps, and this is the 5th one, you follow those 4 steps, I'm sure you'll enjoy the game just fine. and take it from a non-biased opinion, from an open perspective. Don't be closed-minded. That's what some of these people are being, closed-minded. Don't do that. But yeah, that's basically more or less it, I believe. It's stupid. It's very stupid. If we get hate or comments in this talking about it, I can't lie to you, don't care. It's not that deep. If you have time to be focused, your hate on this, something like hasn't even come out yet, do something else, please. But yeah, that's it. Nothing else. I think that's basically it for me. Yeah, cool.
Are we good?